Hi everyone. It's been a second, but I know. I have not been here in like a week. So bear with me. I have been a little bit busy. But we're here now. And with Factorio, as promised. Yeah. Just a little later than planned. So realistically, we have a lot to do. You can barely hear me over the game audio. Interesting. Ooh. Desktop audio is very loud. Let me turn that down. Is that better? I hope. Okay. Cool. So let's copy that. Okay. I don't have that on me. Okay. That'll be good. Then we do this and that. And we should be good. Yeah, no stream. I had things I had to deal with. I just realized I don't actually need this anymore. Because all the greens are flowing through here. Are those stopping at all, though? I don't think it is. I think it's fully flowing. Yeah, looks like it's moving to me. Which is good, that's cool. Lots of people stealing green chips. For what? Ah, for recycling. I can get that, I can get that. I want to cut down on recycling here. That's the thing. Let's see, where are we making green chips? Well, besides everywhere and anywhere else. Because we're making a ton of them. You know what I should do? I should make those buffer chests. Because then... will they request from that? Let's see. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, they aren't. No. Not there. Or there. Somewhere we're making a ton of tier 1s. I know we are. I guess here we are, but we're not bringing in anything from the outside. It's all coming from right there. So what do we need all these green ships for? Or are they all literally just waste? I think they might be waste. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm using green chips anywhere else. So waste confirmed? Wait, are we full up on LDS? Oh wow. We did fill up on LDS. Long gone are those struggles? What are you short on? Electric engines, electric engines. There's a problem. This is just quality, isn't it? Yeah, this is just a quality recycler. Which I should change it. Should be other things too. Hmm. Well, should it? I don't know if it should be. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Damn. It's kind of crazy knowing how many of those I have. Like the only thing we're short is quality modules. Interesting thing about that. I need 453 quality modules. That's a lot of epics. Yeah, you can use that scroll bar. I know I can check it here though. Quality of 414. And obviously we fill in here with epic quality until we get all the legendary quality, right? And obviously legendary is the goal. But might as well get epic first. You know? do that. Okay, green is slowing. Oh my god, we have so much green. That's why. Okay, that actually won't help a ton. It helps a little bit. But not enough, apparently. Oh, these are full. This can't process it enough. Yeah, it can't process it fast enough. There aren't enough pumps here. Let me paste that. That should help that. Yep, those are now blinking. Those are moving a lot more, which is perfect. That's what they should be doing. And now these are still blinking. I think it's fluctuating a little bit. What if I lower this to 20,000? Would that work? Yes. Yes, it will. Now we are still potentially seeing a holdup. Yeah, we are still seeing a holdup. I think I just need more of these. Which I guess I can do. Really? That's annoying. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me update this to be green. Trash unrequested. There we go. Now these are blinking though. So what we do then... These are exalted, okay. We take a couple of these and we add some more. I don't know if this will be able to process fast enough. It can't. There we go. That should help. But it's still not perfect. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, it's still being held. Okay, so here's what we do. We're gonna... do that. Where are the exalted void works? There we go. And let's go to the middle. Come back through. Exalted 3. And then add in the power. Add a couple lights for festivity. And there we go. Oh. And then we hook it up. This is why I stand close by. That way all that gets done. Cool. And that is productivity closer by, which means these can output, which means that can move. And if that's moving, we're making product. There. I'm trying to think what I should realistically be doing. Because realistically, That can all wait to come out until there. Which means... let's cut that off. That priority there. But then all those colors get output there. And that doesn't need input priority. We should be fine without. But that means then we can do this. Which means blue now flows again. Oh. Let's wait until green is unclogged. Because it fully backed up. So that should flow a little bit better at least. We can hope. Oh, it froze because of blue. I may need to add more blue in. Okay, those are definitely empty. Blue is backing up. Interesting. Interesting that blue is backing up. Yeah, it's going back all the way. Let's add a couple more. That's the overlap. Literally just two more. Now we see if that helps. It should, once it's actually built. If it ever builds. There we go. Okay, there's one. There's the other. Okay. Part of the problem is inserters prioritize the belt side closest to them, I think. Which is why one side of the belt is backing up, and not the other. It's not stopping anymore. Looks like it's moving full speed to me. Alright. Now keep in mind, this will slow down a bit over time as these all fill up with quality modules. Because like this one's running at, you know, a crafting speed of 2, which means it's making 0.35. Whereas a full module setup is making half that. So we're good on that end. I have 73 legendary modules. Obviously, we're going to throw that on the back end because all of these things are prioritized. So that's 5 times 6 is 30. Which means we can afford to do that at least 2 times. Let's wait for all that to fill in. And then we'll paste the next one. I like how it's just like fog of war, but it actually isn't. That's just my my nuclear power. There we go. 45 and 16. 11. Is that actually full now? Okay, I think it is. I think we're getting it as fast as we make them. Okay, we should be good. Let me check Okora. Because I feel like accumulators aren't being built. For some reason, I feel like accumulators are not being built. Oh. Okay. Use filters, accumulator. Do I have any legendary quality modules here? Oh my god, I have so much that's just built up here. That's kind of insane, not gonna lie. That's all it's measuring? What am I doing with the leftover accumulators? I don't think I'm doing anything with them. Which is why they're just building up in the chest. Eleven accumulators. Nice. I have a feeling I'm not going to use them anymore, so I should just recycle them. I'm not sure what else I can do with them. Oh, there's just a bunch of things that are being requested. I see. And it's all being cycled into the void. I should do this with regular accumulators. I will. Constant combinator. Actually, that measures 10k. We're subtracting. Huh. Why do I have 2 here? What? I don't think I need this top arithmetic combinator. I don't know. Either way. Let me add in a thing for accumulators. We'll say 1,000. We'll keep 1,000 on hand. Because that's already a lot. I should do less than that. more than that. We'll go up to 2K. There we go. My eye hurts. A lot. I don't know why. It's just very annoying. Anyway. Oh, those are quality 2 modules. I have 2 more legendaries. I don't know what to do with all these. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. It's empty. Fresh slate. We can. I mean, might as well. We have it. Let's use it. Alright. Alright, back to novice. How are these faring? We are fully full on legendary. That's awesome. We already have that many in stock? Oh my gosh. We make this fast. And now that all the epics are done, let me just go through and paste this all the way down. Because why not? Yeah, alpha priority until it goes all the way to the end. Which is good, that's what we want. That's backing up a little bit on that end, but it's actually not causing problems. Because most everything else is already cleared at that point. Why is it blocking here? There's a little bit of lag here. Because we're adding on a couple reds. But it's not enough to matter. So I think we're good? I think. I'm not sure. We'll see. Green's definitely running well. Okay. So it's definitely good. Let me check this out. We're way short on electric engines. We do have a legendary asteroid collector, so that's nice. And we have the max we're holding for uncommon. I need electric engines. I don't know what's currently making them, but let's make more. So I know essentially it's a combination of voidtronic circuits and void engines into a assembler. Actually, I don't think I have to use an assembly machine. Electric engines. But there's this recipe. That. Okay, it does have to be a assembly machine. Oh well. Point 0.25 and 0.12. That makes a lot more than that. So I'm thinking, what if we offset, move all of this over to there. That's 1.25, which is way over. These are right on par. Oh wait, hold on a second. I have speed that I can add. How much is that gonna change things? That'll be big. Because these only have, oh, these have 4 slots. It's a 0.37. That's plus 100%. That'll be 26. I don't know where that puts me. We're at 0.27, which still isn't enough. 0.34, not enough. So 4 of those in each of those. 0.75. I have a feeling we'll be at 4. If not more. Because 0.75, that's 3. Which that's 2.08. Which means 1 additional will not be enough. Uh-oh. 2.5. Which, oh no, that just means we have to do this. How unfortunate. There we go. That should be at least 1 per second. Technically 1.8 per second. Because these are each, so 1.5 for 3, which is 4.5, which means we're overproducing by 0.5. So we are in the clear there. We overproduce on engines, so yeah, we're good. That's a couple more engines. How's this running? No backups? Cool, no backups. Still need 437 legendary modules. And then we can work on the next phase. I swear, I'm gonna have so many of these legendary modules. Which will be nice. Very nice. Those are recycling, so we'll switch that to a buffer chest. And realistically, all of these need to be buffer chests. Legendary iron. Legendary sulfur. Am I pulling off copper wire to be legendary? I should be. I didn't actually put it in. Oh, because of this. Where should I put it? I am easily gonna put it here, but oh, copper plates are being pulled off there. I see. Yeah, we're gonna go here. That won't be enough room. We got this. There we go. Back to buffer chests. Because yeah, all of this should be a buffer chest. Oh, I have legendary of these. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, whoops. Alright, we should be good now. All that is upgraded to buffers. Okay, we are backing up because of greens. How do I fix this? I see the problem. It's because these greens from red, because red is now overwhelmed on singles. So we just have more green we have to deal with. Yeah, that's gonna pause that though, which is a problem. That'll totally work for now. I mean, really what would work is temporarily just switching that back. And there we go. Now not as much red is flowing. But that's not a permanent solution. So what we need to do is get a belt. And we need to pull off I think I need these to do that. I think I do. I don't know. What do these do that the others don't? They're capable of filling it in layers, the others are not. Do I not have any stack inserters? I do not have any stack inserters here. Let me fix that. I have belting right here. Which all that should actually be eliminated. Because we have all this belting. So let me change this to stack inserters. Let's just match. There we go. Dang. There's a lot of blue belts here. For some reason. Let me go with purple here. There we go. Okay. Now that we have stack inserters, I kind of want to do that. Am I seriously gonna have to go through and upgrade these by hand? In that case, we just go down one side and go up the other. This is taking a minute. Oh, this is all one quality system. Just for red and blue chips, by the way. I can't imagine having to do this without renewables. See, this is how you practice at your smelting stacks, right? Now the only thing here is these are waiting for more items. I could actually do that. Because realistically, all I want is for items to come out potentially being stacked. Because that will advance the system. Do that there. Honestly, yeah, I don't need to filter that. Just every single chip. Yeah. That'll be good, that'll be good. And then what we need to do is just that. And there will be a few that skip through. Oh, whoops. We do need to power the other side. That is somewhat important. There will be some that skip through, but that needs it a lot. Which means, in theory... Actually, I have a better idea. Let me instead do this. There we go. Oh. Let me remove output priority. That'll help a lot. I am out of stack inserters for some reason now. I wonder why. Strange. Very strange. I'm really missing 8 though, so these be in soon. See, yeah, 2 more coming already. And theoretically, this will tremendously help everything. Ah, I see. This keeps reaching back and grabbing that. I see. I see, says the blind man. We'll see what happens, though. I hope it doesn't fail. It shouldn't. But nonetheless, we will see. I do that. Yeah, let me do that. Damn, already got chips there. That's fine. We'll just do that. That'll clean it up. And that makes it so stacks are just higher. Which makes this a lot cleaner. Alright. We're in the clear there. Now this is becoming a problem. Why do I have void rocket parts in here? I shouldn't have void rocket parts anywhere. outside of my rocket silos, which are not backed up, thankfully. I really need to rethink these because they're good, but not optimal. You know what I should just do? Let me just grab one of these. Grab a requester chest, passive provider. I don't care about productivity, let's just go for speed. I'll need to revamp it as soon as we get the speed modules here. There we go. Triple it. That's better. How's my casino doing? Full. Really full, especially on uncommons. These are going as fast as they can, but it just ain't fast enough. Let me check over here where we're at. Not there. At all. Let me at least take that up to legendary. 436 legendary modules. No, that's a lot of AFK time. No. We're not gonna do that. Oh my. I need to sort out my uncommon situation. Because like over 100,000 of each blue and red. Insanely high, should have never gotten there. Oh, and green. Okay. What do I want to do with that? That's the thing, it's like, do I just recycle them in the ground? I mean, it's tough. It's real tough. LDS, steel, and electric engines. We have a couple epic, couple legendary. How do I make these though? What does an electric engine cost? Engines and electronic circuit. Engines take steel. I could do a legendary engine setup right now. I may not be able to do full legendary because I don't have the electronic circuits. Oh, 120, which is not bad. Let me check steel. Let me check steel, where we're at on that. Because I can make legendary steel. That's not a problem. Can I request? No, I can't have that cast legendary. I can just do that. That is not a lot of iron plates. Oh boy. Okay. Right now that's stuck there. I want to move it some. What am I missing? I don't have metallurgic. It's because the Voyager is nowhere near. Let me switch real quick. So we're at least getting something for our science. Let me drop down to Volcanus. Okay, it's just making science as fast as it can. Which is not fast enough. Which is fine because do we tell him? Do we tell him, chat? I do have to actually be concerned. This is so annoying. I get rid of things the way I want to get rid of things. There we go. Can't get rid of the ground below it until there's nothing there. There we go. There's that. There's one more here. Another one here. Oh my gosh. That's the problem with these builds. Okay, I think we're in the clear. I think we got it all. Now we just need the lava pumps, which... Why am I not making these? An offshore pump? That's gonna be so simple. Where's our storage? Here it is. There's literally so much storage. Ah, on the casino. Let me pause the rest. Wow, that actually filled up. That's insane. Huh. I cannot believe that that filled up. Yeah, we're working on that. Volcanis. Let's just do this. Offshore pump right there. As I thought, we have a ton. There we go. Doubled our science production. Let's request 2,000 because this does not expire. Remove Fulgora pickup because we don't need that. I don't think I need new setup on Voyager anymore. Actually, why is this even... Doesn't even need that. Voyager is my new setup. Not enough thrust. Oh my gosh, it actually did it? I mean, let me pause thrust, but I can't believe that that actually ran out. Because, I mean, yeah, percentile based, eventually it will, but typically it balances itself. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Our kilo is obviously still running great because I am perfect at setting things up here. Fulgor is going great. Gleba is... could not be better. Well, probably could be, but we're not going to say anything about that. Yeah, casino is still full. Which is interesting how much extra we have. Well, now I have to put stuff back. Hold all belts. Not enable disable. This should be enable disable when anything. What can I do here? What can I do here? Do I have a constant combinator? I have a decider combinator. That is enough. I literally just want to run the green cable to this so I can check it. Everything is over 100. Anything is greater than 100. Everything is greater than 100. Greater than 100? Greater than 100. Greater than 100. This should be greater than. Greater than equal to. There is that much on the belt. Anything? Yeah. Okay. That should work good now. Obviously, that's going to be a problem very, very soon. So, while this is here... Legendary drop. Iron ore. $2,000. Copper ore. 2,000. There should be plenty of space for that to happen. Let's make it happen. I'll go up to casino. What? There we go. Stuff is taking off now. Ugh. How much stuff though? Was it enough? That's all it took? No way that's all it took to fill that. How much do I have on there? God damn. That's a ton. Huh. How many epic qualities do I have down here? 83, that is enough to warrant an upload. 39. Which means I can do 5 more. Really? How in the world am I gonna be 1 short? What is taking 3 quality modules? What? Or 1? Literally nothing else on the ship except quality modules. I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know what to make of this, but I gotta make something. Let me remove that. Because it's gonna be a pain. Move that up there. Because essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this space for legendary productions. Stack, stack. Stack, stack. Filters. Legendary iron ore. Filters. Legendary copper. Alright, let's get the casino rolling again. Because we can only let it sit idle for so long. I can let it sit idle for as long as I want, I just don't want it to keep sitting idle. If that makes any sense at all. Let's do that. Since there's no green belts around here. I'm gonna have to move that. Like, literally. Oh, that's literally fine. Okay. All this is legendary. 32 on 1 belt? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think the only thing I can do with iron ore, well, the only thing I can do with copper ore is smelt it into plates, which is correct. iron ore you can use in a couple things. Concrete, which theoretically I can get to an extent, but I have no plans on doing that anytime soon. We ain't making fuel out of this, because that just reverts to common. There's no legendary fluids. So yeah, just plates for both. Which is good enough for me, and every step of the way, we're doing productivity. I do not care that it's expensive. I have to do 8 furnaces each, at least. It's been a while since I've just built like this. Actually, that is a good idea. I should do that. Actually, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I had an idea. Now I don't have an idea. Well, still an idea, but not one worth doing. Yeah, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. And yes, I am gonna be that kind of person. Oh, I can't. I don't about leave it all the way, but like, you can't really do that. And obviously you can, you just have to downgrade the belt. I have no problems with that. And then we just do this. Not those lights. Let me grab one of these lights. Do that twice. You just go productivity all the way. Dang, it's out already. What do we want to do with this? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with this. That's the problem. What if I did power switches? That'd be... No. I can't do power switches. Based on, oh, what do I want to be made? No, just use circuits. Let's see copper plates first. Okay, one of the things I want for sure is an electric furnace. For steel. I know I want steel. Legendary steel is great. So we're doing it. Productivity plus 10%, so productivity plus 20. Oh, plus an additional bit on... Whoa, we're short on power? Whoa, nuclear power plant. What's happening? I've just been short on power. I get it, I get it. 185, nope. 652, that's right. I love how the image just looks like script. At this point, it's not even text. That's right, I do have one thing I gotta connect. Which is those two things on both sides. Because that tells the pumps that, hey, you can work. Oh, did that happen all the way back here? That does happen all the way back there. Whoops. As you can tell, I have I have a complete idea as to what's happening. Perfection. I think that's all I gotta do. Yeah. Just connect those. Right there at that point. Because that ties everything else together. And then we wait for the rest to be built. Which will take a minute, surprisingly. Not actually. That isn't very surprising at all. It's a big nuclear reactor. The real question is, why don't I have a nuclear reactor? There we go. Oh, those temperatures immediately jumped up because the ones next to it were all high up. And these aren't fully built out yet, so it didn't get rid of all of its energy. Those are still at low temperature. They all are. Except that one. But I don't have the turbines. Crazy thing about that. That side's on, why can't y'all be on? Like, come on. Whoops. It'll get there eventually. How many nuclear reactors is this? 36! Oh my god. That's crazy. One of these days I'll have fission. What am I talking about? I think I have it. Where is it? Yeah, I have fusion. I have it. I can make it. I've just never messed with fusion before, so I have no idea how it works. I should do that. It consumes plasma. What does this do? Consumes fusion fuel. That generates electricity. This generates plasma. That consumes plasma. Okay. Fusion power cell. How do I get a fusion power cell? Made in a cryogenic plant. Which is where those are made. Convenient, huh? Okay. So you make a fusion power cell. You put the fusion power cell in here. It decays into... No, it also consumes fluoroketone. Cold. Let me just go here. This should tell me. Consumes that. Consumes cold. It generates plasma. This consumes plasma, makes it into some more electricity, and then outputs fluoroketone hot. Which you can then cool it in another cryogenic plant, feed it back in the machine. So essentially, this consumes 4 per second. It outputs 4 per second of plasma. Where did that go? Which this then outputs into... Okay, so it's a closed system. Seems like a closed system. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I hope I'm not. But it seems like a closed system. That means... Is that two-way because you can just hook up multiple reactors in a row? Why does this output? Like, what? Why can you output plasma through this? Or a fusion generator? I thought it consumed plasma. What? Yeah, it consumes plasma. So you just chain them? That's dumb. Because you can't do that. I swear I'm gonna have to look at designs for these. Either way, we have cooling here. Which conveniently, somehow, that does 4 per second. Weird thing about that. Really? Really weird. Makes you think sometimes, right? Oh, plasma has to be inserted directly. Still makes me wonder why that's two-way. There's no way I'm doing this right. I guess it can go like that. Why is this like that? I mean, can I do that? In technicality then? I mean, is that how this works? We're supplying fluoroketone over there. Remove that. Let's just see if that works. Not that. Infinipipe. And infinichest. This, we set it to hot fluoroketone. Wait, 20 should be enough, right? Accumulator. Did it run out of fluoroketone? Why can't this run? Oh, it needs 10. That can hold 1,000 fluoroketone. We want that all the way up there. Production 1.8 out of 100. This can really, oh my gosh, 100 megawatts? Okay, I'll put it all the way up. Okay, accumulator charge is falling. Oh, I see, this outputs 100 megawatts in plasma, and then these actually turn the plasma into fluoroketone. Now to see, is this actually infinite? Stands to reason it should be. Why wouldn't it be? Do these get neighbor bonuses? Dang, they don't. And it's not losing fluoroketone. I think it is a closed system. Outputs hot fluoroketone 4 per second, and this consumes 4 per second. So it is closed, it's just a cooling implement. So, I just didn't have enough in it before. So it wasn't able to actually cycle. And then it takes forever to consume one of these. Wow, it actually does. My gosh. What happens when the accumulator runs out of charge? That's the real question here. Damn, it's 10:20. Well, to be ending soon. That's interesting. Alright, the accumulator will be crashing very soon. Like, very soon. Okay. Accumulator is officially dead. Our output is still steady because obviously accumulator will take later. We're balanced. I mean... So yeah, literally you just need to add fusion power cells, which do not seem difficult to craft at all, especially for me, because you just come down here. There's your ammonia. Let's see. There's your lithium. There's your holmium. I think that's supposed to be a bit harder. In all honesty. Should be. Should be a heck of a lot harder. There we go. god how many module slots this has. Legendary productivity all the way plus 200%. That's insane. Oh my god, it's slow as hell, but 3 for the price of 1? How could I say no to that? And this is just literally a net positive. Because, I mean, literally, that's 10, 16. I mean, okay, realistically, don't need any of this productivity. Really don't. Does productivity not increase power? It doesn't. I mean, either way. Let's do this just for sake. Minimum is 20. So that's at 20%. Whoops. Oh, these literally just pull down energy consumption. That's amazing. Either way, best we can get is 10. Yeah, 10 plus 1.5, so 11.5. 12 megawatts. We'll call it 12. We'll round up. We'll round up the extra 97 kilowatts to 12 megawatts. So you get an output of 88 megawatts out of a footprint this small. Now we look at our nuclear reactor, which is 652 megawatts. Is that much larger? And that doesn't even include the kind of consumption it has. Not that it has a lot. Honestly, it actually doesn't have a lot. Because the nuclear reactors don't take power to run, I don't think. Do they? Yeah, these just have a nuclear consumption. They don't have an actual consumption, because this consumes electricity. It doesn't consume nuclear fuel. It consumes fusion fuel. So yeah. Output at 88 megawatts, which comparatively makes this a little bit small. Plus it generates us other resources. Not that I know if I need any of them in actuality. Don't need any of that. Probably don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Okay, maybe the holmium. Holmium ore, sure, whatever. Either way. We're probably gonna look at fusion at some point. Seems a little bit good. That is running smooth as butter. Which is awesome. Stuff's going all the way through. And we have a lot that are full legendary, which is 31% quality. Amazing. With 110% productivity, so even better. And scrap productivity is about to go through the roof. in 5 minutes. Okay, I say through the roof, an additional 10%. So. Because right now we're at... That's right, this is just scrap recycling. Big difference, not tips and tricks. Bonuses. Yeah, that's just scrap recycling. Which honestly I should probably stop researching because I don't use that at all in this playthrough. Really what I should be researching is LDS. Which I have right there. Because once that reaches a certain point, we then have this. Not that. We then have this, which is infinite plastic glitch. The problem is we need more productivity. Because 170% is not enough. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be ending off there. I hope everybody who stopped by enjoyed. I know it wasn't super long, but I'm back. I'll be here this Saturday, this weekend. I will be streaming. I won't have Valentine. Sad, sad day. But I will see you all in the next one. Bye.